good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending where y'all are watching from and when you're watching. I am Stony, and I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Normally, what I do is I play Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, and mostly what I do is post my VODs of my gameplay on my YouTube channel. This time I am going to be playing a little demo that was put out by Pinkpuff called Final Fantasy Minus Infinity. Um, if you're not familiar with Pinkpuff, they have put out quite a few different ROM hacks over the years. They've put out Deep Dungeon, which is a sort of a randomizer of Final Fantasy 1. I have not played that one myself. They have also put out Final Fantasy -1 or -1. I'm not sure which is the right way of saying that, which is a Final Fantasy 1 ROM hack. And they've also released a couple different Final Fantasy based utilities as well. The one project that Pinkpuff has worked on that I actually didn't know until I did a little research after this demo was posted was they were also responsible for Final Fantasy Unprecedented Crisis, which is a fantastic ROM hack that I've played in the past of Final Fantasy 4/2, depending on how old school you are and if you prefer to have the regular Super Nintendo version called either Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 2, either or. But yeah, so I've originally heard about this creation that Pinkpuff was doing back in November of last year, and at the end of January they released a little demo. The demo, from what I understand, is about 40-45 minutes plus or minus depending on how much you go into it. I don't know exactly too much about the demo right now, other than the prologue, the music, and just a small snippet of kind of the character creation and a battle scene from the original video that was posted back in November. So I've been trying to stay away from seeing other people play this or just kind of getting as much information about the game as possible. I am the type of person that likes to play a game, especially one that I'm very interested in, with as little bit of advanced knowledge as possible, just because I think going into something and knowing what is coming kind of takes a little bit of the fun away. So, yeah, that's not my thing. So I am going to go ahead and play this through. Depending on how long it takes me and how much extra I want to deal with, this may be a two-part series. One would be just kind of doing a casual playthrough, and then maybe later on I might kind of get into the nitty-gritty of it and see if I can, find some nuances, some bugs, some glitches, just something to kind of pass on to Pinkpuff as they are producing this game. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. The one thing I did notice off the bat is that the sound settings are not savable, so when you exit the game and re-enter, it seems like it resets to what it is. So I kind of just took a little snippet of the prologue after kind of going in and adjusting the sound settings, because the sound settings are a little on the high side when you first enter in the game. So I just kind of wanted to get that cleared up before I started the video up. But the four crystals have lost their light, causing a rift to form between the human world and the Esper world. The Espers, waging a desperate war with each other, have allowed their violence to spill into the human world. The humans pray, their hope, that heroes will arrive to light the crystals and seal the rift. So this is the main title screen. What I do like about this hack is that it is actually its own standalone file, so you don't have to kind of struggle with trying to find a particular file. You don't have to struggle with patching that file. It's just you download, you click, you open it up, and you play. So that's really nice to avoid having to do all that. Another thing I noticed too is the controller that I do use. It's already pre-set up. I didn't have to do any special key bindings. Everything seems to be working normally, so there's no additional setup there. So just kind of one of those download, plug in, and go. So the configuration, you just got your sound effects, your music, and your volume levels. I had already set it down to low prior to starting the video, and then you have auto dash on. Auto dash has been a feature that's been, it's a minor feature, but it is it's a pretty big quality of life feature in some of these Final Fantasy games. So settings, how jobs are chosen. So there's wow. So I'm guessing free. I'm not quite sure what some of this means, so I will just kind of play around with it. Job pool, there's a total of... Oh. You can set it to anywhere between 4. I wish you could hold the cursor to adjust the number, but that's okay. Job pool of 20. Oh, you could do up and down to change it interval to 10. Okay. So I will leave it at 24. Jobs, allowed jobs. Oh wow, there is a lot of different jobs here. Knight, Thief, Monk, Red Mage, White Mage, Black Mage, kind of your normal Final Fantasy 1 classes. And then you have a Dark Knight, a Paladin, a Blue Mage, a Berserker, a Ninja, a Dragoon, a Samurai, a Bard, a Geomancer, a Sage, a Time Mage, an Oracle, a Spellblade, a Chemist, a Summoner, a Mime, a Gambler, and an Archer. That's a pretty wide range of classes to choose, or jobs to choose from, so that should be very interesting. And then I guess whatever ones you don't want to be put into the pool, you could just deselect. I'm just going to leave everything open and see what happens. Intrinsics. I'm not quite sure what the intrinsics are, but it's free or draft. I'm going to leave it at free. And then pool size, no duplicates in the pool. And the pool is, I'm guessing, anywhere between 3 and 24. Or 1 and 24. So let me just set this at 24. And then, Alright, we're gonna just hit new game and kind of jump right into it and see what happens. I'm gonna start the timer as soon as I hit new game. I'm not sure, I'm guessing there's gonna be some character creation upon hitting new game, but we'll just get a feel for it. Okay, select jobs. You got a time mage, a berserker, a monk, and an archer. Okay, so it does let me select. What I think I will do is I think I will just kind of use what was given to me and go from there. So the intrinsics. So time mage gets hardy, berserker gets auto life, monk gets limit, and archer gets aim. And I'm guessing, okay, you can, okay, I guess each job has a selection of different, nope, you just get the whole list of intrinsics. Okay, this is making a lot more sense now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave everything the way it is and just kind of go at it. I'll leave the names the same and we are off. Alright, we're going to Baron, so this is a Final Fantasy IV town. And don't mind me, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of talk to most, if not all, the NPCs, just because that's kind of what I do. I like to kind of explore and kind of get a see of what the game's about. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of useful information in the beginner town, so let's see. If slimes are giving you trouble, try buying some scroll items from the item shop. They deal magic damage to all enemies. Alternatively, you can always run away, press left or right on the main action menu in combat to enter the submenu. The submenu also allows you to do other things like defend, change row, or equip new gear. And these actions only take half a turn. Interesting. In combat, there's a front row and a back row. In the back, your physical attacks deal less damage, but you take less damage from physicals. Change rows. Use order and double click a character or in combat. Press right or left to enter the submenu and select row. The crit stat affects more than just your chance of landing a critical hit. Some weapons have a chance of adding a status or even casting a free spell when they connect. Those are each affected by your crit stat too. Interesting. There are 3 types of relics: amulets, boots, and capes. Any character can equip any relic regardless of job. If you want to be effective in combat, you have to buy and equip some weapons and armor. Weapons go in your right slot. The left slot is for shields, rings, gloves, or gauntlets. If your weapon is two-handed, it empties your left slot. I'm Erlon, the dancer. You're gonna do a dance for me. No, you're not. There are 4 schools of magic. Black is attack magic, white is defensive, arcane affects HP, and time affects status. There are 4 spells of each school at each spell level, but each character only has room for 3. You can choose to forget a spell to make room. Whenever an Esper is defeated, it drops a Magicite. It is an item that can be equipped like armor. It doesn't teach any magic or affect your level ups, but it might buff your stats or grant other bonuses like elemental resistances. Some characters have special spells like Blue, Fate, Sing, and Summon. You can view them by going to your magic menu or pressing start or space. Okay. So let's see. We have magic. Okay, you can forget your spells here. It looks like there's 8 levels of magic, and you get 3 spells per level. We do not start with any gear whatsoever. Okay, so the intrinsic hardy looks like it gives extra max HP. Auto life starts battle with re-raise. That's actually pretty cool. Aim buffs the next attack. I'm guessing with a bow and arrow. Do you even start with the bow and arrow? Nope, you don't start with anything either. And limit. Free turn at low HP, so that's kind of like a limit break. And the monk gets a kick. Okay, so the time mage can reset battle, so I guess if something starts off pretty bad, you can use that to start it over. Rage, Berserk, that's going to be helpful. Rapid for random weaker attacks. Alright, so let us check out the weapon shop. So we're going to have a hand axe for our Berserker. Alright. And then we're going to get a short bow, two-handed and anti-air. Willpower, I would imagine, would be for our white magic users, but also... Okay, so yeah, willpower is for our white magic and possibly time magic. And then magic is for possibly black mages. So we're gonna buy two of the wooden, two of the wooden staff. Alright, we'll check out the armor. So we're gonna get a wooden shield. Let's see. This looks like... I'm not sure what armor that is. Is that a chest? No. Probably an arm. Oh, it's a hat. Okay. That makes sense. So we're gonna get two of these. Oops. We're gonna get two of these. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and get one of these. Get two of these. We'll get one chain. Robes buff defense and will. So we'll get two of these and then one of these. Okay. We're gonna do that. Okay, you get spots for espers and relics as well. Oh cool, you can hit the L or R buttons to switch to the next character instead of going to the next... Instead of going out of the menu and selecting a different character. Alright. So that is our weapon and armor. This, I'm guessing, is white magic. Oh, so our archer can learn cure, can learn harm, pure, and scan. So I think I'm gonna learn scan on my time mage. And then I'm going to learn cure on the archer, which is kind of weird to me. And then let's learn harm as well. And then let's see what our black magic is. We got blind and then mute. Alright. The queen has taken refuge inside. She is granting audience to adventurers brave enough to battle the Espers. Well, that will be us. The queen has taken... Oh, okay. Well, you say the same thing. I'm curious if there's any kind of like hidden pats. Oh, look at that. Oh, found myself a nice little weapon. Don't imagine anyone that can actually use it, but let's check to see what the queen has to say. There are 3 espers that have annexed 3 different parts of the castle. Our knight captain was strong and brave. Those espers must be very powerful if even he wasn't able to face them. At last, some heroes. You might be just what we need to turn the tide. Hey, look, it's Sid. I thought of a way to convert a sea ship into a flying airship, but to lift something that large would require the legendary Levistone. The hull would also need to be reinforced with a metal that's strong but also light enough to not weigh it down too much, like mithril ore. Finally, it would need some rotors in order to steer properly, compensate for torque. I guess it will just have to stay a dream. Well, it looks like those are 3 items that we'll eventually have to find. Alright. Equipment is important, but so is magic. There are some magic shops in town where you can get some of the basic spells if you need them. Claws? No, the claw equip skill means you get attack, hit, and crit buffs based on your weapon when not using based on your level when not using a weapon. You get an even higher bonus if you empty both hands. Interesting. You can rearrange your party lineup from the order menu. Characters that get their turn at the same time will go from the top to bottom. If you prefer a certain character's appearance on the map, you can use the page up, page down, or the shoulder buttons to change your party leader. So I'm guessing there's keyboard options for everything as well. Alright. We got some pendants and capes here. A small cape, buffs evade, and then the pendant cancels poison, amulets buff will. So let's go ahead and buy 2 of these and 2 of these. Alright, we'll put that on there. Alright, look at that. All decked out and ready to go. Princess Jane. Garland disappeared just before the Esper started attacking. I don't trust him. Oh, so we have to deal with Garland again. I trust Garland. I hope these Espers didn't get the better of him. So we got 2 people. One likes Garland, one doesn't. Queen Hilda. Espers have attacked the castle. Our army is doing their best, but the knight Captain Garland went missing in the attack. My daughters and I have taken refuge here in this fortress. We seem to be safe for the moment, but I suspect it will only be a matter of time. If you have the courage and the ability to help our forces retake the castle from those dreadful beasts, our kingdom will be forever in your debt. Alright. Just peeking around, looking at some stuff. Alright. So let us check the graveyard. Anything special with any of these tombs? Oh, well, that's an unfortunate end for Cloud. Alright. I miss these shots. So Serpent Road, where does Serpent Road take? You see a square-shaped hole in the wall. It says writing above it. It says transporter operation requires a cube. Alright, we have no cubes, so let's go to the item shop. So we got some scrolls that they were talking about for any possible slimes. And then we got some potions, some cures, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy 5 potions for now. I'll talk to this person here. In ancient times, all the towns were connected by a network of transporters called the Serpent Road. They haven't been active for centuries, though. Alright. I think I've covered everything except for this old lady over here, which I can't seem to get to. Oh, there you go. Don't mind me, I'm just getting some water. You may think there is something to it, but in fact it's just an ordinary well. Alright. Cannot save. Go peep inside Baron Castle. Oh, well, there's combat in Baron Castle. Ouch. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure myself already. Alright, looks like it's kinda turn-based. You can mass cure everybody. Alright. Let me try kick. Just what I thought it would do. Alright. So let's peep in here. There's some pots, there's some potions. So let's go with blind. Can we cast it on all? Very interesting. That blind will actually probably come in handy very much. Alright, nothing in the pots here. Zombies. Let's try a kick. Let's try our rapid ability. I'm actively not liking that. Oof. Looks like these zombies have paralyze. Alright. Get some potions. Alright, let's check what's in the basement here. Might be getting over my head just a little bit here. Oh yeah. I don't even know what really my objective is at the moment. Oh, well. Oof. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna need you to stop missing. kind of like the skulls. Okay, looks like... So I don't have any way of getting my character back to life. Alright, so we got run, row, equip, defend. So let me run out of here. Couldn't run. So harm damages everybody. Oh, well, that makes things a lot easier on the undeads. Good to know. Alright, I didn't buy anything to be able to kill the slimes. So I'm gonna try to run out of here. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna head out to the inn. Get myself all healed up. I'm wondering why I cannot save. So it looks like the only place I can go is into Baron Castle. So let me head back in with a little extra knowledge and a little extra power. Phoenix down. That's gonna help. Oh, that didn't help. I wish I could buy some Phoenix Downs. This time Mage is not having a lot of luck right now. So while I'm right here, might as well just go back in, re-heal. Let me peep. I'm gonna buy myself one of these, one of these. Okay. Alright. So now I'm committed. What I probably need to do is switch my character rows. Alright, let me look at that. Alright. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Did I check the fire to see if it goes ouch? It does go ouch. I wonder if Kick eventually gains some versatility and is actually helpful. 300 GP. That will come in handy. A preemptive strike. So we're going to go top to bottom. Let's see if you get... Okay, so attacking something in the back row as a monk, you don't get the extra power, which is working the way it probably needs to. Alright, can anyone equip any of these items that I found? Nope. So now I am curious. I'm gonna remove the weapon off of their hand to see if they do any better. So we got some dark imps, or a frit. So let's see if I can cast mute on it. Probably not. Yeah, didn't think so. That wasn't too bad. Let's see if I can cast blind. No. Okay. Oh, single target. So let's cast scan. 400 health, weak to ice. I would have never thought. Resist fire. Would have never thought. Let's get a heal in. That is a powerful cure from a archer. The berserker seems to be missing fairly often. Let's get another cure in. Seems like the archer is healing itself for less than what the others are getting healed for. I don't know if that's intended or what. Everybody gains a level, and I got a frit. So let's equip a frit onto... Okay, maybe not. So I think putting that on the berserker will make them that much more powerful. Will I find anything in the pile of the wood? Let's cast Harm. Alright. Let's head on out and see what the queen has to say. Alright. Dungeon 1 is complete. One good thing is you don't have to buy arrows. And you do seem to get a lot of potion drops. So it makes me wonder if later on in the game that items will be more accessible. Let's try one of our scrolls. Nice. Alright. Let's head into town. I don't know if I'm missing anything here. I did notice one thing inside of Baron. Let me just kind of explore around here. Can't get around here. Is this an actual port? Okay, that helps a little bit. Okay, not an actual port. So let me go back into Baron and see if this takes me anywhere. Or is this gonna be locked? This is open. Nothing in the pots. Potion in the chest. A cave toad. Those look a little scary. Now they're a little less scary. Oh, okay. They were nothing to worry about. An ice soldier. That berserker is a little powerful. Alright. There's a couple chests up there. I'm gonna go grab them. Because that's what I do. Ouch. That was a little mean. Let's view the potion. Healed 30 HP. Okay. Yep. And you can swap your character like it told you. Silver and pure. I'm guessing that was for a bard. I'm actually gonna save that other scroll for a rainy day. Not gonna let me run out of here. I'm wondering if that's Shiba. Definitely do like the battle music. Let's see. Look at that. Waves. Just looks like a spell book. Does it tell you who can use what? Night Sword deals holy damage. Harp's a two-handed in range. Teeth teaches Fate Spell Wave. Oh, that's a katana. Hanzo Steel. Alright. So I'm actually glad I kept that flame scroll, because now I'm going to use it on you. Ouch. You got 400 health too. Weak to fire, resist ice. And just like that, Shiva is done. Magic and resist ice. Actually, no. Now I just need an exit spell. Alright. Hopefully those were the two bosses that I needed to fight to kind of progress. If there is any more progression. Like I said, it's a very short demo, so it's very likely that this is done after this, but we'll see. Back attack, not program. Okay. So did it give me a... No, it did not. Okay. Alright. Let's stay at the end. And let's talk to the Queen. See if they have anything different to say. Espers have attacked our castles, so... So nothing has changed. So is this the end of the demo of what's available? It's possible. I'm just gonna kind of swing around, look around. I feel like I may be missing something. I'm just gonna start running from some of these battles. guessing the more levels you gain, the more likely you're able to run away. Did I ever come up all the way? No, I don't think I ended up coming up all the way. I think I had to turn around because I got kind of decimated. Ouch. Alright, well if you couldn't run, you're gonna kick. Well, that's not very efficient. Alright. So everyone's gonna keep missing. That's what I get for not trying to keep running. It does seem like fighting without the wooden staff is a better option at this point. Okay, this is gonna be our... I'm gonna call him Rama, we're gonna call him what? Oh, he's quick. I bet you he has 400 HP. He does. Weak to water, resist bolt. And let's rage. Ouch. That was not good. Pretty simple. Alright, let me track back down. I'm gonna check this pot over here. 'Cause it is kind of in a odd place. A potion. Could not run. I wonder what the encounter rate is on this. It does seem a little high. Shadow Sword. That's probably for our Dark Knight. Let's see, is anything in these pots here? A lot of the same encounters. Nothing in the pots. Alright, so maybe now I've done everything that I can do. Maybe now the story should be progressing. Right back to the same amount of money I started with. Thank you for defeating the Esper that had overtaken our castle. We are in your debt. That is all there is for this demo. Alright. So I'm gonna end the timer there, and yeah, that's actually pretty fun. And with the number of different classes and then the intrinsics, it definitely is going to make for a fun and interesting game to play the longer it comes out. I will definitely be kind of waiting for the next step. I don't know if that ends up being either a full release or a different build to test out. But definitely check out some of Pinkpuff's stuff. I will make sure that I put a link to Pinkpuff's Twitch and one of their profiles in the description. So thank you very much for kind of riding this journey with me, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good evening.